Hello everybody, Fearmy Games here with the next part of the Kingdom of Cimmeria campaign using the Divide et Impera mod. We are here to defend Ganzak from the evil clutches of the enemy using our most powerful army yet. But we are still outnumbered. Question is, can we use superior strategy to win? Well, we'll find out, that's for certain. I'm tempted to click turn this off, though I'm worried I'm going to try turning off control large army and see if that, because that might go to my advantage if I'm able to use my primary army and they have to wait for their primary army. That's what my thought process is, at least. We're gonna have to lean heavily on our pike units. The reason why is that our hoplites can do nothing except kind of hold off the enemy. They can't really kill the enemy pikemen though, so we're gonna use our hoplites more for like defending the flanks and holding off, and maybe even trying to flank with them if possible. So hopefully, one thing I'm hoping is that by turning off, I just hope that I didn't lose my main army from that. Perfect. It's the garrison that I don't have access to. That's just fine with me. I'm gonna assume the enemy's coming down these two flanks, because that's what they usually do. So I'd like to set my traps, please. Thank you. I don't know where the enemy reinforcements are gonna come from. I'm assuming behind them, but I could be wrong. Problem is, I'm going to just reduce likelihood of the enemy cav being able to actually do much of anything. I'm going to set up spikes, stuff, and get in the way. Just in case they come from behind, I'm going to put like maybe like this stuff right behind us, just to maybe slow them down for like a second or two. And barricades, just to make sure my back doesn't get flanked when I'm not looking. Let's see, I'm thinking of putting a barricade here, even though it inconveniences me slightly. It would inconvenience me in terms of using my cav, but it won't inconvenience me in terms of stopping the enemy from using their cav, hopefully, as effectively. So I'm going to put these guys to hold right here. If possible. I like a longer line in the middle here. Admittedly, the idea would be having both of them here, but unfortunately I don't have the pikes to do that. I think you have one on each flank. I would like to kind of, if honestly, this is actually one of the few times I would actually like the garrison, is because I can fit them in on these two little edges. And then we'll have these guys behind them, ready to hold that choke point in case of a failure. And then I want my axemen and my spearmen more on the flanks, one on each side. The reason why I want to do this is I want to build the flank with my own units, which is actually one reason why I think I'm actually going to not use this. Instead, I'm going to put this more over here. And try to use basically use my axemen and Threo spears as flanking units. And the hoplites are going to be more, honestly, I'm tempted to make these guys kind of a flanking units as well, but I think I need a backup, so I'm going to put one hoplite there. This one's fine, I think, to hold that position. While I'll use my last one, I honestly think I'll use this one to flank, or at least try and hold this right flank while they push out. We have our cav here. We're going to probably have two go out this side. Oops, why aren't both of you there? Oh, now I know why. I remember why I didn't have that one there in the first place. These guys ready to charge out the flanks. Then we'll kind of have to rely on our archers to be super useful here. I think what we're going to have to really do is gonna try and use my archers as kind of like to try and fire at the enemy if possible, but I'm not quite confident that they'll be able to do it. Kind of a situation right now. At least effectively. I think that's the best we're gonna get, and then of course we'll just have these guys back here as usual to slow down any enemies that are needed. See what the enemy decides to do. On the safe side, I'm gonna put this one here. Enemy reinforcements approaching from the same direction. That's good for us. I think we're going to hold off on these guys flanking until the enemy reinforcements arrive. And instead focus on our cav for this initial part. Because I don't want these guys getting caught out by the enemy if possible, so... No, 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 no. I want you to go around the barricades, not try to go through your own barricades, fools. Looks like the enemy send up their cav first. Honestly, if that's the case, it might be valuable to actually engage these guys as well. Don't quite advance yet, though. I want you guys still at least somewhat hidden. Our pikes have taken losses, even just to the archer fire that's coming in right now. Actually, yeah, keep these guys back. We're just going to invest with these guys. We're going to get these almost into position. Keep these guys hidden if possible. The enemy is getting invested, so I think we can start going in now. I leave my general to go after the enemies over here. Charge! Blast them! I'm gonna have to send these flanking forces now. Oh well. Made a slight error there. Let's see, I'm gonna let's see. Get them in the flanks. Now there's just this guy left. Good. Now that guy's been officially surrounded. Well, I kind of forgot to order my entire defensive line to try and guard mode this stuff. These guys are doing their best to hold, but they won't be able to hold for much longer, so I'm going to have to fall these guys back. Oh no! These idiots! They went through my traps! Fuck! I hate when the pathing does bullshit like that. Oh well. It's not the end of the world, just annoying. I think they can fire like this more effectively. Alright, that guy broke. Perfect. Okay, so we're crushing the enemy now. Phalanxes, we're good there. Finishing off the enemy Persian hired archers, we're good to go. They don't seem to be coming this way, so we're gonna move over here now. Ordering these guys just to fall back and recover. Yeah, these guys have been surrounded by enemies, so they should break soon. Alright, I'm gonna get my Threo spears with the most amount of ammunition once those guys break. I'll put them over here. We don't want to get this guy over here. No, wrong guy, wrong unit, wrong unit, wrong unit. Oh no, get this guy over here. You. I need you guys over here. Yeah, so my guys are chunking into behind, slowly making their way in. Okay, so we've definitely trolled the enemy pretty well so far. And our axemen are doing a great job getting into their behinds, like I hoped. And now they're throwing javelins and some to their backs too, which is good for us. Well, meanwhile over here, ideally these guys die quickly, but we'll see how it actually goes. These are being hit. These guys have been distracted from reinforcing the lines over here, which is really good for us. Only one problem now. Our flanking force is being flanked due to our strategy working a little too well. On the bright side, we can now flank their flanking force with our flanking force, so we can do the more flanking than they are flanking. If that doesn't make sense to you, then you need to listen more. These guys are doing a great job holding. Alright, back into their flanks. These Thrail spearsmen are doing a great job for our people. It would be shameful if we can't provide them the assistance they require. We just have to be kind of careful with how we do things based just because of the fact that they have a lot of spears. The nice thing is these guys are getting pretty beat up. The one guy that's on the wrong side of my Thrail spearmen, which means that we're doing pretty good, I'd say. Whoops, I did it. My cav went for some reason, I guess through the pathing, went against the units I did not want them to go through, but that's fine. We need to get our cav out of there anyways. They're in a bad spot. I finish them off. Our cav did get caught out, unfortunately, it looks like. Trying to move up my hoplites, pull these guys back. Pull these guys back over here. Getting out of melee is dangerous, but I'm going to try and do that to get them the enemy a little bit more distracted. My general's doing a good job of just blasting through those guys now. Now I need to get them out of there though. They broke the other guy, now we need to make sure we're not getting flanked ourselves. Walk, 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 walk a little bit, walk a little bit. Thank you. Let's try and hit the enemy shock cav ourselves, maybe. Alright, we gotta get into position now.
Citizen cavalry, engage! We await your orders. Hoplites! What are your orders?
Provide some assistance for hoplites. Gotta get these guys out of here before they get rear charged. No, they got stuck in. Alright, what's going on over here? You're doing as best you can, so let's move you guys over here. What's nice right now is the fact that the enemy is now separated. Okay. We're doing our best to support the back over here. What's going on over here? They're actually more on the flank of the enemy than they are of us. If possible. I'd like something done there, though. I like how melee infantry getting nice charge into it, so it stopped firing its javies at me. Well, unfortunately, our pikeman just broke.
Ready and waiting. Hoplites! Pikemen ready for orders.
Alright. Didn't quite get engaged them, so that's good. I actually want to move these guys up. I regret pushing out now with that guy. I didn't have as secure of a line as I thought I had.
Ready. As you command. Companion cavalry.
Now that's gonna hold, even surrounded, it's gonna hold for a while. That is just how they work. Well, the Brightside, our general, did break through there. Enemy charging. Got to deal with that now. Over here, these guys broke. Perfect. Three spears got to get around the flanks, though.
Melee cavalry ready. Companion cavalry. Ready for orders. Your orders. Riders at the double.
These guys did a great job holding, as long as they did. Actually, make sure they don't come back. I'm worried.
Citizen cavalry.
I'm gonna fold back my citizen cap and order it over here. Where's my other one? General's doing a good job over here, fighting.
Ready and waiting.
We got a good charge off too.
A charge. Your orders. Fire quickly. Ready. And more glorious.
A nice rear charge there. These guys are now surrounded. Surprised they haven't broken yet, but they are strong, so I guess that goes in their favor.
Ready and waiting. Ready. Officers! Citizen cavalry. Officers ready.
No! Don't break yet! I need their rear charge them!
Right the line. Orders.
I knew they were gonna come back. Dang it, that's why I tried to get them to chase.
Ready and waiting. General.
But I broke them. Perfect! They lasted just long enough to do what I needed them to do, and these guys are actually now being useless because I kind of forgot about them.
Companion cavalry. Spear infantry ready. Shock cavalry ready. Engage.
We got a nice, easy shot into their flank. Unfortunately, it's into their shield flank, so it's not the end of the world for them.
Companion cavalry
Broken and shattered. Perfect.
ready. Understood.
Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good so far. Oh, whoa.
Battle group awaiting orders. Waiting. Forward. Victoria. Leader.
Charge them back, boys! They're about to get rear charged. That was they did a good job charging my general, though.
Officers.
Oh no, those guys got killed. Oh, ha, ha, well, dang it. What? Why are you guys doing? Why are you moving away from them? They're right in front of you. What? I hate when the fucking AI, the pathfinding does this sometimes. The pathfinding AI can be really mentally handicapped sometimes. Where is my Threo spears? Into the flanks you go, please. Try to go like here. Where's my garrison army though? I guess because I've had units break, so I don't suppose the garrison army isn't coming to join me. But oh well, it's fine. We're winning this battle. There's just a few things left to clean up, and then we're done.
Fire spears.
The X-Men are doing a good job on their flank. They're now very well rested too.
Stand
That guy's now completely surrounded by our troops. Missiles getting in some good shots. Where's my cav? My cav are regrouping. We'll have to reinvest them into the battle momentarily. I think they're all tired, so I'm gonna walk them a little bit. And that guy's about to break. And that one already broke. Let's reassign our troops elsewhere then. Perfect. We're now finishing off the enemy. Alright, now we're gonna turn off guard mode to try and get them to finish off what remains of the enemy. Chase them down, show them no mercy. It does appear that the enemy only has archers incoming, so that's perfect for my cav to handle. Now, rested cav. The battle has always been in our favor. The moment I decide to use metagame mechanics. By metagame mechanics, I mean turning off large army, that way they couldn't bring their full force to bear immediately, I think was definitely a good idea. I mean, the AI could have waited and brought at least a 20-sec initially up to us, but, you know. Boy, charge! What? Some of these guys look like they're about to, like, chuck their spears instead of stab people in a charge. I want to chase down some of the enemy cav the enemy archers right now, and just to force them to die. Especially when there's so much probably left, that because I, you know, for quite a while let them just run. So we just want to get rid of the enemy archers before they have a chance to run away. Though I might not catch up to them. My proof second wind actually ended up not lasting long enough to actually catch up to the archers, so now they're exhausted, so I don't think they'll make it. Yeah, unfortunate. Oh well, but meanwhile the other archers though got kind of whipped, so that's at least a positive there. Alright, we won. We lost just under 1,000 troops, and we killed a whole lot more. Our guards got pretty beat up, especially our pikemen, who were the focus of the enemy's archers. And then, of course, just the general battle as a whole. But I should say they did a good job. They did exactly what I needed them to do. Well, now they hit our cav, man. Look at those kills of the cav and our axemen. Noise. The axemen, though, like, into the flanks, the big blob that they had was so impactful. It basically they just slowly just chewed through those phalanxes and just like wiped them out while my guys held the line. Oh. I'm glad we won again. I'm glad we won. I was worried, but we did it, and we didn't even need to get the garrison involved. Most of our archers got a respectable amount of kill. Like, well, actually, most of them actually. Now, only 2 out of 5 of them did. So about 40% of them got more than 100 kills. The rest of them didn't get a whole lot. Oh well, they did their best at least. You come to my lands and attack me. You now enslaved to my men. We'll show you what happens when you Seleucids attack. And on the right side, I have a fresh army ready to wipe the floor with you not far away. I say, it's a good day to kill some Seleucids. The defense of Ganzak is successful. Vengeance for the fall of Fraspo the first time. Where it was such a close battle. Where it was like, just a little bit of difference here or there would have ended in my victory. I'm definitely worried about the fact that they have two armies right there at the border. I'm going to definitely plop this armor into nice and start rebuilding it immediately. I build it into an actually threatening force instead of just the weak, like, garrison army essentially that it is now. Faction joins our enemies, the Saba. I don't even know who you are. Oh, you're in the Arabian Peninsula though, so I don't really think you can do anything against me. So, I mean, kind of just made it so that we can't trade with each other, which is just very rude. Why can't we be trade partners? Apparently Scythians at war with the Roxolanes, which means they shouldn't be able to go to war with me, hopefully. Actually, I wanted to see if they wanted to trade with me, you know. I'm a very nice guy. Fine. Thankfully, we'll be able to replenish this whole army, and I'm going to try and move this army up to try and chase these fools down and wipe the floor with them. The sons of Rhea. The sons of fools, more likely. Thopsakos. Oh yes, I remember what this place is. What is this village? It's a civil town. Money, and I don't mind making a workshop. But I already have that. I don't really like anything the Agoras build. I feel like they all have too many negatives. Most of them have too many negatives. The healer though is the only good one. I actually kind of want a healer, so we'll do that. Like, this one's not bad for public order standpoint. For example, this is what's keeping these guys all happy. Without this, they wouldn't be happy. This one, though, I can demolish this one instead, get something else for it. Make myself some more money. Not their deal. Though it does give me wealth from culture. So why are you guys like on my border instead of your border? That's the real question. So I don't know how many I could recruit a turn. I think it's 3, though it could be more. And I'm gonna start recruiting this into an elite army of men. So these guys are like the axemen. So I'm going to, I'm going to reorganize this into a real army. Apparently I can still recruit more of these guys. So 4 of these guys should be good on that front. And then I'm going to demolish, I want Thrail Spears instead of this guy. Here we go. We're building this one into a nice, respectable army. In 1 turn's time. It'll be an expensive army, but it'll probably be my most elite army. I'll have a core of 4, with a core of 4 hoplites. And then I want to build Thrail Spears. I want to replace these Thrail Swords with Thrail Spears, honestly. And then I want to replace these 4 hoplites with Cav. With my elite Cav. Meanwhile, over here, the entire purpose of this one is just to try and slowly and surely make itself Greek. I want the healer in this region. I'll help make people happy too, and will help just in general, so. Alright, let's end turn, I think. I think there's nothing else I can really do. I don't want to attack with this army that's in Ganzak, though I can actually now upgrade in Ganzak. Originally, I didn't want to do it because I was worried I was going to lose it immediately. I was like, well, if I'm going to lose it, why bother? But now I don't need to worry about that. So I can either get bonus silver talons with just general wealth, Or I can go for wealth for more silver talons for a little less wealth, or I can go for lead. I don't really know what lead is useful for in this game, so it's kind of hard to tell. Let's just go for lead, because I don't really have that, so might as well for the fun of it, right? I don't know. I really don't know how useful it is. Let's just go for the jeweler, I guess. I'm not too worried about that. Sacred Grove. Let's see. Which one seems to give me the most money? Well, I mean, technically, none didn't necessarily give me all that money, but research rate's not too bad. Honestly, I really do like the Sacred Grove for what it does. Let's go for Hephaestus. So I'm investing into industry wealth. Do I get like a bonus for this general or the army? No, apparently not. But this guy's a very high level general, man. He's the real deal general. The thing I do to secure loyalty, unfortunately. I don't really know how many. I don't really know how much it's being lowered by. Traditionalist is. I mean, it should start getting happy, especially here soon. Like, it's going to be a low process, but eventually Hellenic culture will become the superior one here. So Methodists. Who is Methodist? It's not the general, because I didn't see my general have an option here. Here? No, not you. Is it you? No. You? Yes, it's this guy. So we want more money-making opportunity. I do like the public order bonuses, too. Tax rate. Now, the only thing making these guys a little happy is I garrison these guys, but I did it mostly because I was worried if they're attacked, I'd rather have them be safely inside of a city instead of being out on their own, especially being low man. The Scythians haven't liked us since the start of the campaign. Or initially we had some decent relations, but then they started hating us, and we didn't do anything against them, so I don't know why they hate us. But they do. I don't really want to make war in the north, main reason being the fact that you know, I'm already focused on the Seleucids with, like, 3 of my armies, and I only have 1 army dedicated to the north. So it would be a harder defense. It'd be like, I couldn't really go on the offensive, at least not immediately. If obstacle's mine, I'm tempted to take this army and just keep advancing with it, assuming it's fully replenished. I'm thinking of either taking Edessa now or Dura. I'm thinking Dura and then Palmyria. That way, it's in the way. That's a lot of agents hanging around my territory. I don't like it. I wonder if the reason why they're here is maybe because the road goes there, but I really don't. I really think they, the AI would be smart enough not to need to go through my territory. It's just, a nice thing not to do is to not do that. I won't lie, if we go to war with the North, the Hates Barbarians people would really be a big fan of that. Yeah, so up north here our army is so far making good progress. Here I demolished this one, and I'm going to make it into a quarry, I guess, for money. Yeah, see, it's still happy, so definitely not a problem building that. Yeah, I want to kind of go for Epic of Abana, whatever it's called. But let's first wipe these guys out with this army. Yeah, no chance of them winning. Let's see, which one gives me the most most troops left? What did you guys get? You guys escaped the first battle, so we'll just send you to the afterlife instead. Then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Where is my... So I see an army here. Not a full army, though. I feel like I spotted what looks to be a bigger army coming over... Another army coming this way. Let me send my spy to check. I don't see anybody. I think I'm just going to start moving this guy over here to take Hatra. Take about 3 turns to do it. And 1 turn, though, we've basically almost fully replenished. So I'm not that worried about it. What's over here? How? These guys are fully replenished now. So I could just advance. So how much is any of this bulk order due to military presence? I don't know how it works in this game. No, it does not look like it. So I can actually just keep advancing now against Tudura. And they won't be unhappy at me. There won't be a garrison defend, but that's not the end of the world. Marsa Mosata is slowly it's Greek's about to be dominant, it looks like. In about 2 turns, 1 to 2 turns, Greek is going to be the dominant cultural influence there. Saracen is being honestly the most stubborn in terms of its change, but we started from 0, so you know we'll have to work our way up. What's my archers looking like right now? Like, can I get better? I can get Scythian archers now, but can I guess any more stronger than that? I guess not. So I guess the current archers are good enough right now. I don't need to waste my Zenoi. The reason why I need the Thrail Spears is because I want them to be flexible against Cav. Hoplites are just a good central line to hold, but it's not really much else. So what could I get here? Persian levies and Persian cavalry. Nothing that I really would want, so... Persian archers are not too bad, but they're not impressed. They're nothing all that impressive either, so... We're good to go. Apparently, even with these guys being garrisoned, there's good public order, which is nice. Okay. So we're just going to have to end turn, it looks like. I don't think there's anything else we can really do. They made a decent amount of money off of that battle. Like, I had quite a lot of money after that battle. Of course, us upgrading the Army of the North is making it so that we're going to lose more money overall because we used the dirt cheap militia troops initially. But I think it's important having a real army to defend our homeland. It may not be the capital anymore, but it is our homeland. So... yeah, we're removing our center, our capital into the Middle East. That way, our capital still is in the center of our to reduce the public order penalties that would come of it. That tends to also be honestly tends to be why a lot of, like, in history, conquering factions would take over the old capitals, because usually they were there for a logical reason. Yeah, because they're in the center. Yeah, it looks like they're going to attack me. They look like they're about to attack me with the whereas garrison, but then they thought better of it. But it does look like war has begun. 1 turn earlier than I would have preferred, but war comes whether you want it or not. It's just a matter of seeing it there and dealing with the problem. I don't know how big my garrison is at Serenai, so I don't want to trust it. So I'm just going to focus on wiping him out. Okay, so we just did legal theory, legal institutions. So we can go for... Thinking of getting that, but let's see. Honestly, maybe go worth getting the temple design to upgrade our cities more. Apparently we can expand our home territory. Question is, what do I want to make? We can make an agora. What is an agora? Oh, this is what the agora makes. Is this stuff. An academia is not a bad thing. And that's what I'm thinking of getting now. Let's see. Or we can just do for more just general like industry wealth. Let's see. What is the public order? Does this do anything for public order positivity? No, but neither does it make it worse. I think the Academia might be better in the long run. The main reason being the fact that it reduces empire maintenance, which as my empire gets bigger, the more maintenance it's going to have. So let's build an agora. This is an entirely horse archer for army. Jeez. I like to build more cav, but I don't have enough of the Eugenos. So I'm just gonna fill with the rest of my cav, more cav over here. Just the weaker cav. Maybe leave one space open, see if next turn I might be able to get it, because I think that'd be more ideal. Population surplus in the Bosphorus. Yep, Hellenic culture is now the largest minority. It's soon to be the majority in that region. I'm gonna attack Dura. I'm gonna encircle for just a moment. I'm gonna attack it, but probably not this episode, just for sake of time and all that jazz. This army is fully replenished, so I think it's now not a bad time. It looks like they won't be happy, so I'm gonna just patrol. Like I'm gonna get to the edge of the border and patrol. No, that doesn't do anything. I'm gonna force the rebellion now and wipe it out first before I keep advancing. Yeah, like while Sirsan has not been attacked, my only concern is if there's not enough Greek population. Because if there's not enough Greek population, then we have a problem. When I get a population surplus, I definitely want to make another farm here, if possible. Because we do not have enough food in some regions. Some regions are importing food from other. I think I still have the import food edicts going to try and make sure my food stays good. But I can always go for sell slaves for bonus money now. But I don't need to do this. I guess I'll just go for straight tax rates now. Here we're doing the selling slaves because it gives a nice public order bonus. Alright. Well, I don't think there's anything else we can do this turn. So we'll just end the turn. Well, this one actually is expensive to build. Impressive. Alright. We're going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next time, we're going to attack Dura. It won't be probably the hardest battle in known universe, but, you know, we'll start it off with a bang and see how it goes with the rest of it. I'm not going to auto-resolve it because usually, I'm going to show you, only 80% of my men left. I think I can do better. So, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, press the like button down below, or Rumble if you're on Rumble. Subscribe to see more of my content. Comment if you guys wish. Try to keep it civil, though, and have a good day, night, evening, wherever you guys may be.